Oh, hey, what's up guys? Captain Zach here. Well, it is a bright, sunny September morning. So we are into September and the season's starting to wind down. And I was just thinking there's something that I've been meaning to do all season and haven't done it yet. Just got a bite. And that's get some underwater footage. So I'm trying for some shallow water halibut fishing. And I'm running my GoPro rig. It just popped off. I'm running my GoPro rig, which hopefully will get some cool underwater footage. It means that I am much less effective from the top of the water. It really does impact the feel that I get on my jig, but it's really cool to see what's going on down there, and it's really cool to see him grab that jig, and hopefully we'll find a halibut or two or whatever else is lurking on the bottom there. Yeah, today I'm using a brand new 7-ounce Fire Eye Glow jig. This is right out of the box, so the hooks are sticky sharp, and I've got a little bit of herring and then also a piece of salmon on there as well. So that ought to be fluttering down there. We'll get some footage of it fluttering down there, and hopefully that finds a halibut. Well, on that first drop, they absolutely tore up the herring and they left a little bit of that salmon left. So I'm gonna load up a little more herring on there. Okay, fish on. Oh, it popped off. Well, I said from the intro that my effectiveness from the top of the water is severely impaired by the GoPro rig, and that is playing out right to form. I've lost a couple so far. That's because I usually fish these jigs right to the braid, so I have perfect feel. I can feel the second a halibut does anything to that jig, usually. But when I've got all of this extra gear down there, that definitely impacts the feel and hence the timing of the yank. Okay. Okay. Oh, it popped off again. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Well, this is also, I guess, a real clear indication that I say it a lot. If you ever miss a fish, absolutely put it back down there, because sometimes that fish will come right back and grab it. I mean, there's a reason they struck the jig after all. They want to eat it. And then after getting hooked and coming up a little bit, if they pop off, they still didn't get that jig. They still didn't eat what they wanted to eat. So there's a good chance they'll come back and take another swipe at it. almost entirely cleaned out. So they got the salmon and most of the herring, just one little chunk left. I'll bait that right back up. Man, something stole my salmon there, but left the herring. So I've had the opposite outcomes on the first two casts. The first cast, something stole my herring and left the salmon. On the second cast, something stole the salmon and left the herring. So hopefully the third cast will be the ticket and we can just set the hook and catch a halibut. I am feeding these halibut right now. Just can't seem to dial it in here. I know I'm feeling the bite pretty late because by the time I'm feeling thump thump, there's a pretty good chance that halibut has already engulfed the jig. It's also a chance they're smaller halibut, so they're kind of pecking at it. Oh, here's a bite. Okay, fish on. And it's taking some drag. I've really loosened my drag up. I don't want to lose any part of this rig, including the GoPro. So we'll just play this one up nice and slow. Okay. Sweet, there he is. Hey, check it out, a nice little chicken halibut. He just gobbled up that 7-ounce Fire Eye Glow jig right when it hit the bottom. Okay, well that's awesome. We finally broke the ice and got one in the boat. I kept swinging and missing, and finally got a quality little chicken. It even gave me a few drag runs, which was fun, and finally put a halibut in this boat. Okay, fish on. Nice. Oh, it popped off. Well, darn, that didn't take too long. I had it about halfway up. I might just make sure I still have bait, and then I'll send it right back down. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to check the footage and see what kind of a hook set that was. That's disappointing. It felt like it was a pretty solid hookup. It was coming up pretty steady, but you never know. All it takes is one good head shake and they're gone. Oh, that's a little disappointing. I thought that felt like a pretty solid hookup. Got about halfway up and then must have just tossed the hook. So sometimes it goes that way. Sometimes all it takes is one untimely head shake and they'll pop the hook out. Sometimes you can battle them all day long and there's nothing that they can do to get off. So that's the breaks. Okay, well, after a decent amount of action on the shallow water halis, I've got a deep drop spot nearby. So I'm thinking about sending a 24 ouncer all the way down pretty deep and seeing if I can find a quality halibut. So I might pull out the electric reel and see if we can make any hay while the sun shines on a deep drop nearby. Okay, well, I just stopped at the deep drop spot. Got the 24 ounce fire ride glow jig all loaded up with some herring and a big piece of cod belly. So cod belly and a nice chunk of fin there. That'll stay on real nice. It'll flutter down there real deep. Hopefully that'll attract the attention of a nice big hali. Okay, we'll send it down to the deep. Okay, fish on. Oh, fish off. Darn. I don't think that was the halibut. That might have been a cod or a rockfish or something. That was right as it dropped down the... Oh, there we go. Nope, missed it. We're really drifting here. This boat control is really tough. The wind and the current are going in different directions, so I'm sort of zigging and zagging and almost like a figure eight over top of my spot instead of just a nice simple straight back troll. Okay, I added a big chunk of squid to the mix. Hopefully that buffet will do the trick. Okay. I can tell this is not the hot spot I was hoping for. So after this one, I'll pull up and we'll head over. Other spot. Okay, fish on. Oh no, I lost it. Darn. I was just saying, this is not the hot spot I was hoping for, so I was gonna pull it up after this cast. And right as I said that, I had a fish on. What is going on? I wonder if these are rockfish or something. Okay, fish on. My boat control is a mess, but I do believe I have a fish on. Okay, taking a little drag. Awesome. It's coming up slowly. I set the drag a little looser just so if it needs a run, it can take it. Man, I'm trying to get the boat in position. It's tough. I'll tell you, it's a heck of a lot easier to get the boat in position with an electric reel though. Trying to reel and back troll at the same time is challenging. It was right as I was hitting a drop off. I was fishing anywhere from like 300 down to about 600 feet. That's right as it went from about 350 down to 400. Okay, there's 60 feet, so we should see him soon. There's 30 feet. Oh, well, check it out. There you go. All you have to do is threaten to leave. Nice little Hallie on that 24-ounce Fire Eye Glow jig. Deep dropping. Well, I threatened to leave, and I think I'm gonna make good on that statement. There's one more spot that I'm hoping to hit. Another shallow spot, so I'm gonna put the camera back down and see if I can find a little more underwater footage before we call it a day today. Okay, I got the 7-ouncer all loaded up with some herring and some squid tentacles. That ought to get them. Bunch of bait there. There you go. Can you drop yet? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm not trying to beat you to the bottom, but I... Okay, go ahead, drop. Oh, if I get a bite the second it hits the ground. That would be awesome. Oh, so Mary's making an appearance for the first time today. She's got the 7-ouncer, 1 piece of herring, and a little piece of squid as well. Oh, I thought I had one. I guess the camera down there will tell. Oh, hold on. Okay, fish on. Well, that didn't take too long. Okay, not too much pressure on this one. Don't need to break off the GoPro. That has a Hallie feel. Down in about 100 feet. I had a good feeling about this spot. Okay, now it's coming up slow and steady. I'm guessing we got a little chicken. You can see it on the sonar. There we go. I've got color. Hey, hey. Another Hallie. Well, there you go. Awesome little halibut on the 7-ouncer. I can feel the fish on there. Okay. Fish on. It is such a guessing game with this underwater camera rig. Definitely feel the bite, but it's highly unclear whether the fish continues to have it in its mouth by the time you yank. Okay, this spot's showing some promising potential. Bang, bang on 2 casts. Immediate bites both times. Just take it nice and easy. Okay, there's color. Oh, no surprise here, Mary's immediately hooked up. Hey, another halibut. Oh my God.
I think it's when you put the camera on me, it makes it worse.
I just had the camera on Mary, and she said that that was giving her bad luck. So the second I turned it away, she yanked and got another bite. So I'll leave the camera faced this way, and then pretty soon she'll be down and tight. I'm almost positive. Although once mine hits the bottom, then I'll be down and tight. We've drifted off our core hotspot. I can move us back there if you want. I guess let's hold for just a little bit more. I mean, we're still in the area here, but we were getting a bite every second it hit the ground basically before. Oh man, we were both just reeling up. I was gonna reset our drift a little bit since it was so automatic right when we dropped them, and then the bite was slowing down. Mary reeled it halfway up and her rod just doubled over. So we're gonna give this just a couple more jigs before we reset the drift. Fish on. Okay, a little bit of drag. Please don't break off my GoPro. I think this could very well mean that I just caught Mary's fish.
Yeah, I think it's mine.
Looks like I might have bragging rights the whole way home. Well, I shouldn't count them before they're in the boat. Slow and steady. That just got a little deeper. Maybe 15, 20 feet deeper. Right as that one hit. Okay. There's some deep color. Let's see what we got. Oh, I have Mary's line for sure, and a halibut.
So it definitely was my fish.
I'm gonna lose my halibut here in a second. Well, we're running a little low on time, so I think this is our last drop. We'll each take one more drop and see if we can find a few more hallies. Yeah, I forgot to mention, as we were coming over to this spot, we saw a humpback whale full breach 3 times, and one time we got pretty decent footage of it. So I think Mary got a pretty good picture with her big camera. So if that actually turned out, I'll put it in here. That's so amazing. Those creatures are just unbelievable. It's like the size of a 18-wheeler truck just launching out of the water. Just a total treat to see that up close and personal. Come on. Fish on. Okay, well there we go. That did not take long at all. Maybe 2 minutes. Said we were looking for our last couple bites of the day. It seems like oh, he popped off.
Oh, he came back on, he hit it again.
Unbelievable. The GoPro's on, so I'll be interested to see what just happened. It certainly felt like it went off. It totally slacked for a bit. Yeah, there's a halibut on there. It's a quick release. That's okay. That was just a little guy. Quick release on my last fish of the day. Oh, and she's down and tight. I love that. Sweet. How's he feel? Oh, did it pop off?
Oh.
Well, I just sent one back down for you, so hopefully that one will. Well, how cool. I think we're gonna call it a day on that one. And actually Mary's still down, so there's a chance that she's gonna hook up again. But you know, what an awesome day. This was just perfect weather, especially as you get into September. Sometimes you get some big storms that come through, but we got a real treat today. It was basically flat, just a super light breeze. You know, and the goal of the day was really to tinker with some underwater footage, and I think we got that. So I say I think because even though I definitely caught a few fish with that camera on, there's never any guarantees. That is a game of trial and error to the fullest. So I've done that before and ended up with completely black footage. I've done that before, thought I had a fish on there with the camera facing the wrong direction. So you just never know what you're gonna get until you check the footage. But I think we might have got some of that. And of course we were just having a blast catching those halis. And then that humpback whale, any full humpback whale breach is just totally magical. So that's a really special occasion, and we're just thrilled to be able to encounter that today as well. So as always, thank you so much everyone for tuning in, and tight lines for now. Tight lines for now until Mary's line's gonna be tight in about 5 seconds. And then I'll just get you back to the...
Oh, I got it.
Oh. Is that a fish? Oh my gosh, Mary's down and tight. Got the drag set? Huh. The last cast, Mary hooks up. Oop.
Oh, you got a nice one, huh? You got it?
I think so. Sorry.
Ooh, that's got some drag to it.
Oh, not so much easier.
Oh? I think that's got definitely a decent fish. You shoot. Got some color here. Nice. What a cool way to end the day. Hey.
Nice.
Oh, check it out. Mary with an awesome fish in bonus time. We're literally getting ready to go. Her last cast, awesome Hallie.
Oh, here you go.
He was ready to go back.